You up for getting wrecked tonight?
Oh yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a good drink.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I've got a fucking drink for you. Wrecked Extreme.
Oh shit, not wrecked drunk, wrecked extreme.
Wrecked at the bar.
Hello there guys, and welcome back to yet another one with us, the Review Bros. And today is obviously Pinnacle Day. You know, we're very excited to get this one reviewed to you guys. Show them what it is, Craig.
Wrecked Extreme, formulated by the Review Bros themselves, whoever those guys are.
Bunch of legends, if you ask me. The question you guys are going to be asking is, you know, how are we really going to review this? Why are we even reviewing it? Well, we've had a lot of people ask us to get it reviewed on the channel, just to talk you through bits and pieces, maybe a little bit about why we did things the way we did them. Obviously, we want to thank Huge Supplements for collabing with us. You know, great guys over there, and they've done a fantastic job of actually putting it together. But yeah, we're going to get through the usuals, and we're going to stay 100% honest, and it's very important you guys understand that. You know, the thing I recommend doing is, if you've tried this product, please do comment below your honest thoughts and feelings on this product, simply because everyone can come and read those comments, and you know what, we're not paying for those comments from people. These are genuine, honest comments. And then we're going to still keep 100% honest. You know, the price scale is consistent and solid, structured, so we can't bend the truth there.
Aaron's face tells the story on taste all the time.
Exactly. So the effects, we're going to be honest. We're going to keep it 100% honest. So I hope you guys can trust us, put it that way.
And we do want to thank, obviously, all of the legendary reviewers that have already put up a review on their channel of this. You know, you whacked it straight to the front of your queue. You know, we do owe you big time.
Yeah, it shows who really supports us, and we do appreciate it. So yeah, the biggest reviewers have got this done. Do check their reviews out on it too. But yeah, let's get into those usuals today, guys. As I mentioned, very excited to get this one done for you.
It's that time, isn't it, Aaron?
It is taste and mixability of this product, and it comes in just the one flavour.
Jungle Candy.
And you're asking why we came up with that? Well, historically, guys, you know the drill. We like candy flavoured pre-workouts. We're not huge fans of fruity flavoured ones. You know what? Sometimes they're all right. We're not fans of mango or a lot of different, you know, fruity flavours. So that's why we went for a candy flavour.
Also, Jungle Candy, there is no real telling of what it could taste like, so we cover ourselves there, don't we?
Yeah, obviously the panther on the front is definitely jungle related, so that's why we went down that route. And
indeed.
Yeah, let's do it. How big's this scoop?
16.9 grams, and a slightly rounded scoop does get you the serve. And don't forget, we formulated it to be perfect at the suggested serving size.
Yeah, so guys, don't be crazy and go a scoop and a half. Never do 2 scoops. And honestly, I know we always laugh about this sort of thing, but I do recommend new users, you know, half a scoop to maybe 3/4 of a scoop.
Yeah, we ain't kidding.
No, I know that sounds funny because we always have a laugh about it, but we're still going to price it up on the max serve, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, honesty is the key here. Quite strong in the air.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a whiff of that. All right, let's see.
Ready? Shaky time.
You'll have to show them mixability. I've got a opaque shaker today.
We've got some mild froth action going. It's actually mixed pretty well. Take a look at that.
There's some bits on the bottom,
but nothing dramatic.
But yeah, I've definitely seen worse. There's the froth level.
Doesn't appear to be any colouring either.
No colourings.
Which is very nice.
Yeah, very good.
Not going to stain your tongue.
Let's do this. Jungle Candy going down.
Yeah, it's definitely got a spicy afterkick because of the grains of paradise and the black pepper.
Mainly the grains of paradise.
Mainly that. Having said that, it adds character.
Yeah, for me, I've always said this is a very unique flavoured product, and not unique in a bad way, because a lot of people, when they say unique tasting, they think negatively.
Yeah.
I actually like spicy things, so I don't mind that spicy after kick.
I actually hate spicy things, and I don't mind it, so I think that speaks volumes.
You definitely get the candy. It's almost like a Battenbergy sort of flavour candy. It's nice. I do like it. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not the best pre-workout flavour I've ever had, but I'd give it a. Oh well, let's do a 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
8.5.
Oh.
So I think for me, I like it more because it reminds me of a superhuman-esque flavouring system.
It's a good flavouring system. There's no negatives to it unless you really hate spicy things. And then, again, like crazy, it's not that bad. It's just a slightly spicy afterkick.
If I can bear it, anyone can. Trust me on that.
Did it mix all right? And we'll do our honest, normal thing.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can see that. There's nothing dramatic.
So we'll go for a 9.
Yeah. Obviously, that's totally preferential. Some of you might hate it, some of you might love it. But I think the point is we can all agree on it's drinkable. Yeah,
we tested a few before we went for the live version. And this one was definitely the best one by a country mile. So, yeah. Let's see how the price comes out.
It's that all-important price segment, guys, and we're going to go off the main website, hugesupplements.com, where you'll find this genuine 20-serving tub on there with our discount code RB10 for $53.95.
Boom, there we go, guys. RB10 works on this product and any other products on the Huge Supplements website, so yeah, go ahead, use that, feel free to do so. When you translate that across to UK, it comes in at £38.26. Not too bad. It is a premium product, guys. It is expensive. We're not going to lie to you. It actually does come out, when we divide that £38.26 up by the 20 servings, it is £1.91 per go. We have a consistent scale here. A 3 out of 10. So yes, it is more expensive, don't get me wrong. It's up there with the likes of the Apollon pre-workouts, Morphogen pre-workouts, MV Pre, Superhuman Supreme, all of those top end producers of supplementation. And what I'll also say is, obviously, this is a limited edition. Once it's gone, we're not going to do any more of this exact same one, so do bear that in mind. That's why it's priced the way it is. And not just to mention the stuff that is in there as well. I really actually do think it is, I think it's fair price. Don't get me wrong, it's expensive, but it's not C4, it's not Curse, it's not, you know, guys, it is expensive, but it is worth it. It's a Ferrari of cars.
It's a pay for what you get scenario, right? But you know what? You guys can ascertain that for yourself when we go through the label, when we go through the effects. Can we justify that price?
Let's get into it.
Tell him, Aaron, what time is it?
It's time to talk through that goddamn label, and we're going to get through it as quick as we can. It is stacked, it is huge, we've got a lot of ingredients in here, and yeah, let's do it.
It's looking like a shopping list, and it's 16.9 grams, aka 17 grams, if you know, you know. We've got first up L-citrulline at 6 grams.
Very nice. The pure form we put in there for the pumps, the nitric oxide production. Yeah, really good.
Lovely. Beta-alanine, 4 grams.
Above the clinical dose. Clinical dose is 3.2. Gives you that itchy, tingly feeling that, you know, we love it. We love that sort of feeling. It gives us that sense of urgency. But it also helps with endurance once it's built up in the system.
Oh yeah. Then we've got L-tyrosine at 1.5 grams.
Well above normal. Normally see that about 1 gram. For the concentration, coordination, you know, getting you in the zone and keeping you there, hopefully.
Nice. Then alpha GPC 50%, 600 milligrams.
Which is choline. It's a very, very similar effect as the L-tyrosine to really dial you in on your training at hand.
Nice. Caffeine anhydrous 250 milligrams.
Which is slightly lower than what we normally see, but there is a reason for that. It's 2.5 cups worth of coffee. Medium digestion rate on that one.
Nice. Then N-phenylethyl dimethylamine 200 milligrams.
AKA Urea durensis, as a central nervous stimulant that gives you a tunnel vision as well. We love that ingredient, that's why we chucked it in.
Indeedy. Then caffeine citrate 168 milligrams, yielding half of actual caffeine.
So 86. Really good because it's a fast acting version of caffeine. So that's why we kept the caffeine anhydrous a bit lower, because we've got this other form of caffeine there to kick very quickly in to give you the instant hit of energy.
Boom. Then we've got 2-amino 150 milligrams.
AKA DMHA, guys. Really, really powerful stimulant that gives you, again, that dialed in energy. Absolutely will keep you going.
Indeed, and when it's paired with urea, we're talking serious tunnel
We
vision.
are.
Then we got Hordenine HCl, 150 milligrams.
Boom! That is the biggest dose we've seen on the market today. Obviously, we wanted that in there at that because it gives some stimulation, it burns some fat, but it's also in there for its potential.
MAO,
yeah, its potential to raise phenylethylamine levels, dopamine levels, and give you the mood boost, give you the mood and highness effect. Really works well with the DMHA, the urea, to basically give it a chance to all synergize and work together really nicely.
Lovely. Then we got decaffeine malate, 100 milligrams.
There we go, another caffeine source, aka the tri-caffeine source that you do not often see in products, and we really like this, and that's why we went with it, simply because it gives you the citrate hits to start off, the anhydrous hit throughout the training, the decaffeine malate takes over towards the end of training. It'll give you energy beyond your training session, which is what we wanted.
Exactly. Caffeine's one of the best stimulants you can use, so why not abuse it in 3 separate
The
forms?
most proven.
Indeedy. Then we've got L-theanine, 100 milligrams.
We wanted to chuck this in there, guys, a low dose, because it's obviously what we consider to be a blanket of stimulants, and some people really don't like it, but 100 milligrams is an okay dose because it just tapers it off just enough to give it a long lasting and more productive feel, less jitters, less negatives that can come with the stimulation. We tried this product actually without the L-theanine altogether, and guys, I can promise you now it worked better with the 100 milligrams of L-theanine.
Indeed, it tunnels it all in very nicely. And then we got hygenamine HCl at 50 milligrams.
Again, for that fat burning potential, stimulation, and metabolism of fat cells within the body. Yeah, good.
Lovely. Then we got paradoxine, a registered form of grains of paradise, 30 milligrams.
Boom! Reason we went with this one, guys, not too often seen, for the fat burning effect, but also whenever we've used it in the past, it's always given us a slight highness, euphoric feel when it's paired with stimulants, and that's why we went with it.
Nice. And it also gives you that heating sensation, that kind of wound up sense of urgency.
Responsible for that spicy taste.
Indeed. And then we move down into Huperzine A, 1%, 20 milligrams, so 200 micrograms.
Dubbed the learning chemical for neuron connectivity within the brain, getting you in the zone, focus, concentration, cognition, clarity.
Lovely. And then we've got bioperine, 10 milligrams.
Which we wanted for the digestion to get, there's a lot in here, guys. We wanted to make sure it absorbed as well as possible, so 10 milligrams, double the norm, to really get it into the intestines and through the blood as quick as possible.
Indeed. Then we finish off with Rauwolfia vomitoria root extract, 1 milligram.
AKA Alfio, one of our favourite ingredients, but also one of our most hated ingredients when it's above 2 milligrams. At 1 milligram, it's going to give you all of the benefits without any of the drawbacks or negatives, and it really does make a huge difference in terms of stimulation.
Lovely. So we're talking a lot of focus, a lot of energy, not so much on the pump side of things, but still enough to get things moving, but we'll move into that in the effects.
We are into it. The effects of this product, the most important part of this and any other review, and obviously we are so excited to get into this one. Used it many a time a piece each. Very, 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 very consistent. That's the first and foremost thing I will honestly say. Like I said at the beginning of this absolute review, this is not, even though you might think we're biased, we're going to be 100% honest. What Craig's going to do when he edits this video, he's going to flash up some images of the reviews on the Huge Supplements website. They're real people, they're not bots. And obviously, as I mentioned, please do read the comments below. And if you've used it, please do leave an honest comment. Let people know what you think, because then they're going to get an entire picture of how this product works. But enough about that. We're going to keep it honest. Let's start at the beginning like we normally do. Tell them.
Beta alanine, it's in here at 4 grams and it kicks. What we've said is it feels more like a 3 gram amount of tingling, and we believe that to be because there's so much going on, so much kicking in at once. It doesn't necessarily take the front seat. However, it's definitely noticeable. I'd say 8 out of 10 on the beta scale, so it definitely gets you itching your eyes.
I would agree with that. It's not an uncomfortable, over the top beta alanine feel, but we've often said this before, it's because there's so much else in this panel, guys, that it kind of takes a seat next to me, but maybe slightly behind.
Imagine, in the middle?
Yeah, imagine you've got a 6-seater, there's a middle row, maybe it sits about there. Because what comes in very quickly is a combination of 2 to 3 maybe even 4 different things. Caffeine citrate is definitely one of them. DMHA definitely comes into you, start getting an instant hit of energy, and probably the grains of paradise.
Yeah.
And the
Heating.
beta-alanine, you get that sense of heating, that internal central heating, shall we say, that gets you that sense of urgency straight off the bat.
Even so much as the taste, the spicing of the taste, it gives you that sort of fucking, right, something big's about to go down here.
Yeah, the whole experience to start off with 15 minutes after taking this product is let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Let's kill the weights, let's crush it. And it's very, 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 very tunnel mode driven, this pre-workout.
Yeah.
It really does do what we wanted it to do, which is to kill the weights. It's not a pre-workout that gets you floating around the gym.
It's not a
off your
silly
head.
muck around one. It's got a purpose. It's one of the most, if not the most productive pre we've used. Obviously, we fiddled around with the formulations and we made it to be the case with that scenario.
Yeah, as soon as the caffeine citrate not kicks out because it's still there, the caffeine anhydrous boosts it along the way, and then the caffeine demylate obviously towards the end of the training session continues to give you that energy drive. The DMHA, however, gives you a nice sense of continued energy, probably definitely beyond the training session. So don't take it too close to bed because it will fight your sleep.
Definitely.
But it's not also so high and euphoric that you feel sick. It's none of that. Towards the end of the session, it does come up. You do feel nice and high and happy. But we have both said that at the beginning of the training, it doesn't make you angry, but it makes you absolutely attack the weights at hand. It kills the training. And then it starts to, when you've killed the training, you start getting happy, euphoric, nice.
Yeah, it
just generally
tapers off
good.
into a nice, happy feeling mood. You know, you feel happy you've smashed the training from that initial spike of urgency and motivation that you get.
Now, something that a lot of people have questioned us on, and to be honest with you, it's not even a weak fact for us in our honest opinion. Pumps, why did we only include one ingredient? We did try it with a couple more pump ingredients, and hand on heart, the pumps for me, for you, are savage on this.
We'll chuck up a video.
We've only ever really needed citrulline to give us good pumps. We've always said in each and every review, and this is going to sound funny, and in 5 years' time, guys, when there's more research around this, when there's more studies out there, we've often said that energy and focus ingredients, focus especially, give us better pumps than pump ingredients.
And the stims pump all the blood around your body. Obviously, we put the citrulline in there to open up the portal, as we said, and then all the stims and focus just fucking shuttles everything in there.
That with the elevated heart rate, the elevated blood pressure from the
ethic.
stimulation, the work rate, and the mind to muscle connection that those focus ingredients give you. You personally, we work up some savage pumps, and there wasn't a lot of difference in pumps at all, really, with adding agmatine, and we added something else. I can't remember off the top of my head. Betaine anhydrous, I want to say.
Something like that, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, for us, pumps are at least a 9 out of 10. They're
and
up
if you
there.
stack something with it, you know, you're talking even more so. But, you know, we wasn't necessarily aiming for pumps for this pre-workout. Obviously, we went for the power, the focus, the energy side of things, the motivation. But the pumps are just a nice added benefit that you just happen to get. Now, another important point that me and Aaron need to address is the Alpha Yo. It's in there at 1 milligrams. We'd argue the spot-on dose. You get the nice happy buzz. You get none of the negatives. No dribbly mouth, no anxiety shakes. Appetite suppression, nothing.
No, I'm hungry now. Been hungry each and every time I've used it. What I'll say is that that combined with the grains and paradise gives you a nice bit of a sweat on, but it's a motivating sweat on, and it's probably just from the amount of training this freaking gets you to put in.
Yeah.
I've honestly never had more of a motivating pre-workout to crush training. I know, again, guys, that is not biased. That is the legitimate truth. We had, this is important, when Huge Supplements obviously approached us to do this collab, we had 100% choosability, shall we say? What's the word?
Options with the ingredients.
Yeah, we chose it. We could have added more, but that for us was perfect, and it still is perfect. It's going to sound so biased, but it's probably it is my favourite pre-workout of all time to use.
For training, for actually making gains and having a successful, productive session, this is the one. It just is.
Energy, 10. Focus, 11 out of 10. Like, honestly, the focus for me is probably the strongest.
Super dominant.
Fighting with that energy. And the pumps are, like I said, really not far behind at all.
Mm.
I've got no complaints with it.
What I will say about the pumps whilst we're on that, I know obviously you've only got one ingredient, but it's in there at the mega 6 gram full clinical dose. A lot of these other high skim pre-workouts, or pre-workouts in general, will throw in like 3 or 4 grams of citrulline, maybe a gram of agmatine, and they'll sort of pepper several different pump ingredients, whereas we've gone for the full attack on the most proven pump ingredient.
Yeah,
So,
which works for us. And obviously
Yeah.
diet, carbs, weather, mood, everything, training, all comes into play a lot more than some added agmatine or some
Yeah.
added nitrogen. You know, studies are all nice and all that, but let's be honest, reality counts, and this does the fucking job. What would I give this out of 10? I would give it 10. Like, I really, honestly would.
we wouldn't have brought it out if we wasn't talking 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
If we used it and we thought, oh, it's an 8 out of 10, we wouldn't have released
True,
it.
it would be embarrassing on us, wouldn't it,
Yeah.
if we, after all the reviews, after all the experience, after all the knowledge we've gained over the last few years of doing this review channel, if it was even a 9.5 out of 10, we would have said no.
Yeah, we wouldn't have done it. So yeah, take that with what you will, guys. You know, that's our absolute 100% honest take on our Rect Extreme pre-workout. And like Aaron said, please do let us know your thoughts.
And one more thing, post-training feeling is fantastic. I've used this, go to work, I feel like I've planned business plans, studies, all sorts. You feel nice and happy for the rest of the day. Yeah.
I don't think we can do it justice on just how much of a nootropic pre-workout this is, because if you took this at half scoop, 3/4 scoop, this would probably be ideal for, like Aaron touched on, working, studying, you know, anything outside of the gym. Because look, you got the freaking L-tyrosine, alpha GPC, you got the huperzine, you got the L-theanine, you got the caffeine, obviously. So it is almost like a nootropic / pre.
I know I keep saying one more thing, but one more thing. 20 servings, a few people have complained about that, but again, it is premium. We did want to put 30 servings in, but it would have chucked the price up to like $70-$80.
Yeah.
It would be a bit too much for, we didn't want to cut a lot of people out, but the big but, I really like this. Even on 3/4 scoop, I'd still give it a 10. Like,
Yeah.
do the maths on the label and work out what half to 3/4 scoops would actually give you.
You're still getting clinical.
It's still getting more than a fucking 95 to 99% of pre-workouts out there in the world. So yeah, guys, as I said, read the Huge Supplements website reviews, again, not bots, and read the comments below. We won't delete any negative comments. So if you do have a negative comment, fine. Like,
We'll
honestly,
take it on board. It's not going to be for everyone, obviously.
but we've actually not had a negative one
We
yet.
actually haven't, which is crazy. It's exceeded our expectations. You know, we would have been happy if even 70-80% of people like it. But like I said, look at all the other review channels, what they've said. Look at the Huge Supplements reviews. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll have seen all the stories we put up from everyone giving it 10 out of 10. So
yeah, guys, buy it before it's gone. It is running out very quickly, and it's going to be sad to see it go. And obviously, we're going to want all of you to have tried it, especially your loyal fans out there. We really appreciate you watching these videos. We want you to get hold of this, to give it a try, like we really do, hand on heart. So yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for the support you've given us over the last few years. I can't thank Huge Supplements enough for working alongside us with this one and making it so good. You know, it's humbling. It really is, and we can't thank you more enough.
Earlier, would we?
Can't thank you all enough. Yeah, we wouldn't have done this if we ain't had you guys' support. So please do give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, then do subscribe. Again, it really helps us. And if you have used this product, please drop a comment below.
It's important.
It means the world to us. I guess at this point, guys, we have to say that classic line. As always,
Stay
steamed. And that'll damn do it forevermore.